Good morning, everyone. Thanks for joining me on another episode of Breakfast Trades every Tuesday morning, 8 a.m. Central Time. I hope this starts your morning right. You get a nice cup of coffee, nice morning shower. All right, and if you want to screw with your spouse, girlfriend, boyfriend, wife, whatever, fun way I like to do it is I like to act like I'm drinking my morning beverage, and then I accidentally trip on something in the kitchen and it goes flying towards my wife and she gets spilled all over with nothing. She hates when I do that, but I get a good laugh out of it. This morning, we're going to talk about on-balance volume. So OBV is an indicator that I use a lot for trading and confirmation, and I don't think a lot of people understand how it works and how to use it. So what I'm here to do is show you how. Hope you enjoy. All right, let's go, you guys. On balance volume, my second favorite indicator ever, right next to Top Goon X. All right, you can see that on balance volume going up is a good thing because that usually means that price is going up. All right, that's an easy relation. Don't worry about these numbers on the side, other than if you're looking at supports and resistances. They don't correlate to price in any way. Basically, what you're going to see here is on balance volume is going to be a measure of buyers and seller volume. So whether there's heavy buy volume coming in, you're going to see it going up. And if there's a heavy sell volume coming in, you're going to see it going down. So here you can see some heavy sell volume coming in and it's dropping. But here you see some low sell volume, right? Low volume selling here. And you see OBV not dropping very much, right? So on balance volume or OBV. So when you have a lot of sell volume, it's going to drop a lot. Very low sell volume, it's not going to drop very much. All right, you can use this for bullish and bearish divergences. So up here, we have a bearish divergence. And what that means is that price went higher, but volume went lower. And basically that's saying that it's a low volume push up, and that would be a bearish sign, and sellers stepped in shortly after. Otherwise, you could look for a bullish divergence. All right, so maybe something like this, where you have OBV making a higher low and price making a lower low. And you could see that just meant that we didn't have much selling going on here. We had a lot of buying going on this push, not very much selling here, which ends up being a bullish sign. And you can see we continue upwards from there. All right, another one we can see here is a bearish divergence signal, which is basically a double top. And price went higher, volume was unable to break the recent high, and we're getting a pullback now. All right, now that doesn't necessarily mean we're super bearish, but it is a good sign for a local area saying that this may not continue straight upward. If our unbalanced volume would have gone through here, then it's very likely that we would see price higher now because we would have seen that volume break as well. We didn't have the volume breakout on top of it, which means we're getting a slight pullback. Now, one thing you can also do is you can use on balance volume to catch breakouts sooner than price action. So what we see here is a nice consolidation from Litecoin, all right, from the price. So Litecoin breaks out here, all right. But if you look at OBV making a similar pattern here, right, a similar bullish pattern from OBV, look at where that breaks out. That breaks out over here. And I had posted this on Twitter when it happened, basically saying that it's only a matter of time before price breaks out since our OBV broke out. And you can see here we had strong buyers coming in, and we had already broken out here, and we continued upwards and finally had our breakout. So that's how you can use it for early confirmation. Had I not had OBV to look at, I would have actually been a little late on this move here and had to wait for confirmation here to get in. That's really my favorite way to use it, is for early breakouts. If you see price consolidating like so, right? So you see price doing this up, bullish consolidation, and then either breaking up or down. It can go either way, but hopefully what you want to see here is that your OBV will do that exact same thing, and you can do it with all patterns, you guys, and uptrends and downtrends. And then so you would want to see the OBV break up here while price is consolidating, or break down, and it's going to give you a good indication of where price is going to go. So If OBV breaks out here, right, but price hasn't broken out yet, then you're going to expect price to break out shortly after. As we saw with Litecoin, you're going to be able to use that same strategy on all different charts, all different time frames. So it's really nice to have this in your back pocket. Also, what you can do is use it for patterns, all right? So if I go to the Bitcoin monthly chart, and you can use traditional patterns for this, look at this nice inverse head and shoulders here we have on BTC monthly, and I love OBV inverse head and shoulder patterns on my high time frames. They're very, very high probability trades, and they're really successful most times. But you can see where that was at. Down here, we broke out when price was at about 10K. So if you catch a retest here, then you're golden. I mean, look at that nice move. And you can measure your moves just like you would with price. So we can measure this move up to here, and that would be, our initial target, which happens to be this resistance as well. That's basically how easy, guys. We can find head and shoulder patterns as well in the opposite direction. You can find bull pennants and bull flags. Basically, you can use it to help guide your bias before you see a breakout or a breakdown, and it will give you almost like a heads up clue of which direction price is going to go. So you see this really nice strong uptrend here from the Bitcoin OBV. It just keeps going and going and going, and pretty much none of these dips matter as long as we don't have a major breakdown, which we have yet to see really any big breakdowns. Then we're going to likely continue to keep going up and up. If you see a big breakdown or a big V spike, then that's places to be cautious. Again, here's a big V spike and a head and shoulder, which looks like it played out to target. So that is why we got that initial drop. Basically, what we see here is we can use this for trends as well. I mean, you see a nice downtrend. We have a nice uptrend. Then we have a nice downtrend. And then we have a nice uptrend. And we're still currently in an uptrend. And look at this. Still a nice strong uptrend, right? Where price is pushing really hard. We don't have any downtrends yet at all. So you can use it for confirmation of trends as well. And you can see here how well this worked out. So our lines corresponding here, uptrend, downtrend, and uptrend. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video and can use OBV to help you the way it's helped me with trading and confirmation. If you like this, please retweet on Twitter and subscribe to my YouTube. I would love to get more eyes on my breakfast trade series. And if you want more in-depth content like this and daily explanations from me, you can check out elevate-trading.com. Otherwise, stay tuned for the next video of breakfast trades dropping next week. Cheers.